So if he's really charging deep, you might use this first. So we won't worry about what this is yet. But you're just going to, because I'm trying to focus on Chun. But as he throws the jab, you're going to step back with your ball, like that. So worry about what that is later. I'll explain that later. But right now, just step back with the ball. Now when he throws the cross, you're going to Chun Ma. And then at the end of that, you're going to step in and retrap Chun Jin. Okay? So we could even do two Chun Ma's there, just to illustrate Chun Ma. We could just stay in Chun Ma. We could go here, and we could go turn, and then we could go turn again. But I don't like that as much. So we're gonna back up. This is where you'll turn, and then you're gonna step in and trap the shoulder cut. Don't do all this stuff. Okay, we'll just leave that out. So it's gonna be step back, boom, turn, trap the shoulder, step hit. Okay? Let's do it.
Just what?
Like anywhere in there, or even up in my neck, anything like that. So we're going to use Chun Ma in this technique too. When I'm going to step off the neck like this. Then I'm going to do this to bring the arm. And if he doesn't drop, you can still do the same thing again. So if you're going to use Chun Ma 2 times maybe. But number 1, you're going to step off and go boom like this and punch to the body. Then you're going to try to break the arm like this. Now, if he doesn't drop the knife, he's still holding the knife, you can still do the same thing I showed you before with Chun Ma. So you have two Chun Ma's. You'll have 1 step off, 2 turn, 3 turn again. If he doesn't want to drop it. Okay, let's try it. It's real easy. So 1 is going to be step off. Chun Ma tanda, Chun Ma retrap Chun. We do know better ways to do it, but we're just going to keep it simple for him. Just to understand, Chun Ma, Chun Ma, Chun Ma. 3 turns. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. And your feet are going to go a little bit, little bit, little bit. Okay? Simple. Let's just do it a few times. Ready? So Chun Ma is going to come in for both of us. Now, from here, I'm going to do a Chun Ma lock 1. Now, this is the same Chun Ma that happens with the Chun Q form when you go like this. Right, the first one, you know how in the Chun Q form, you have to start by this, and then you do a punch, so it goes from EG to half a turn. That's the one we're going to use first. So, and it's one Mario uses also, because he does the same thing and turns with Wu. So we're both going to use that one. Right? Now, what's going to happen here this time? In Mario, you do the grab chop to me. So when Mario does the grab chop here, like that. Now what Randy's going to do after the half Chun Ma is my bottom hand is going to come up, and I'm going to turn elbow. So when Mario grab chops me, here I do 1 half turn. This hand, the grab hand, comes up to Wu, and then I pull him, and then I turn elbow. Okay, try it. So what we're going to do is something simple. Open, we'll do something simple first. So do a 1, 2, and we'll go 1, 2, hot, tan down, retrap. Okay? Now what we're gonna do, no, take that back, not the retrap. We're gonna go pop, tan down. Okay? Now what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna retrap Ronnie's hip arm like this. And I'm gonna use Chun this way, watch. So Chun in this case is gonna help me. Once I'm in this position here, it's gonna help me go like this. See what I mean? And when I go like that, and I turn back to hit him. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then take this arm, pinch against my side, pull, hit, with 2 pivots. So pop, time down, retrap, hit. It doesn't matter what happens first. What's important here is that you end up like this. So you're going to turn a little bit with this, see what I'm telling you? Like this. And he gets run into it. Pop, time down, retrap. Got it? Never block and just walk. That's stupid. Stay back. Okay? Wusa on the V. Like we always do. So we know footwork with Wu. We don't want to use any special footwork. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use a Chun Ma, a slight turn of the feet to pull Mario into the just turn a little bit. Then what we're going to do is what we call a double pull and then retrap and punch. So we're going to go like this. Wu, turn, punch. Now I'm not going to have you step yet. Just no stepping yet. You're going to go Wu, turn, punch, without stepping. I know stepping will make it better, but that's my point. Okay? So right now we're not going to step. We're going to see how good we can do it without stepping. No footwork, turn, pull punch. That's what I call a double pull, because I pull 2 times. I do 1, I pull once, I pull again. 2 pulls, like twice. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Simple. Let's try it, and then you have Chun Ma, right? Now, there's a combination stance that takes Ichi and Chun Ma, and it's called Jing Ma. Jing Ma is like in the Chun Q form, like after you punch and you go like this, and you return to the center from the side. Jing Ma means vertical horse. And it's just basically from Chun Ma back to Yi Ji. From Chun Ma back to Yi Ji. That's called Jing Ma, vertical horse. Okay, and there's some applications for Jing Ma that are important. And Jing Ma is used to give power, but not lose facing advantage. Okay, all right? So let's say, for example, a good example of this would be, let's get open to begin. And let's say that you give me the lead jab, and I'm going to use rear view. Now, what I'm going to do is only turn 1 foot. Why? Because after I do view, like this, if I completely turn, see, it would give him my back, and it would also be kind of stupid. It wouldn't be very powerful. But if I don't turn at all, it's also not very powerful and not very good. So Wing Chun has the Jing Ma footwork, which allows me to view and then get power, but don't overturn. So that's one simple example. So let's work that. We'll be open, and he's going to throw the jab, and I'm going to stick this in his eye. And then as soon as I'm finished with that, I'm going to turn only 1 foot for power, not 2 feet. Okay? I want Mario to use a lead Wu. So I'm trying, it's not a fake, I'm trying to punch Mario in the face. But he uses his front hand outwards. Even a karate outward block doesn't matter. But if I have this kind of touch, Jing Ma, see what I mean? I can pull him in pretty good. Yeah. So I step out punch like this, and then Jing Ma, pull punch. So it's rear punch, Jing Ma, pull punch. Ready? If we were going to put a lap style switch into the roll. Let's say we were going to put the view style switch into the roll. So I would be like this, and I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I can take it back to the roll using Jing Ma. See, so I put the view style switch. We're in lock, and I want to take it back. That's Jing Ma. See? So both Mario and I are using Jing Ma to return back to the roll. And that's one of the nice things that you do. You want to try it?
Yes.
Okay, now here's what the count's going to be. And those two guys that don't do the left side of us, you can do it with them. You get another person that knows how to do our changes. Okay, now, it's going to go like this. You're going to go roll, 2, 3. So with the descending count, it would start like this. If Mario was in bone, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since he has book, he starts build. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and he takes it back to the roll. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has book, so he does build, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and he takes it back to the roll by turning from balls to time. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have this book. Build, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I take it back to the roll by turning to time. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I take it back. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He takes it back. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Him, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He takes it back. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I take it back. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He takes it back. See what I mean? So, from this position, if you're the one with book, you shoot view, you pull punch, you pull half punch. 1, 2, 3, and then you time, throw water. If it's Mario from Book, the Book shoots view, then does the normal view self switch, and then 1, 2, 3, and then he turns the time and throws water, and we Jing Ma. Okay, let's try it. All right, I can go Chun and Jim, take it back. Chun and Jim, take it back. View, take it back. View, take it back. Gum, take it back. Gum, take it back. Pack, take it back. So you can put, all the lock changes right into the roll. But Jing Ma's used in there to get back to the center. What's the matter? Want to hurt yourself?
Yeah, I'm a tendinite.
Tendinitis?
On the shoulder.
Oh, that sucks.
Really?
You need one of my super shots from Mexico. Okay, so that was Jing Ma. Everybody good with that? Okay, sir. Let me pick up the next thing. Where we, like this. Okay, that's the use for Jing Ma because what? If I shoot view here, and then I step up punch here, I don't want to turn, right? But I need power. I don't want to just do this. So I use Jing Ma. So the way the technique goes, from the low hook, I shoot, I step up, Jing Ma, and then I key lock. Now, if he's super tall, you have to use Biu Zhong Sao. If he's your height, you use Wu. See, once I'm here, view to the eyes, step up punch. Once you have this, you key lock. For Mario, because he's my height, I can use Wu. This has to be the height of his shoulder, though. But if Mario's really tall, I have to use Biu Zhong. But it works with key lock. So it depends on the height of your partner. So one time, from low hook, view, step, Jing Ma, key lock. The important thing is this elbow has to be the height of his shoulder. If not, now he can't. And if he does, it only helps me. But it has to be the height of his shoulder. Okay, so if you have a tall partner, you have to use, which is Talma. Talma means sliding horse. And Talma is the step slide of Wing Chun. Now, there's a couple of different ways that people do Talma within Wing Chun. Now, a lot of times, you see some styles of Wing Chun do almost like a step pull. It's almost like they step and then pull their foot up. But that's not the way we do it. Our Talma is pick up your foot and push. And the slide only happens because your leg is attached to your body. Because the slide doesn't have any other job except push. And then it just gets dragged because it's attached to your body. I'm not doing this. That's not the way it should feel. It should feel more like push, push. Now, the purpose for that is, you guys know, I always talk about how power is like electricity. And I always tell you power is like electricity because it comes from the ground and it returns to the ground. And if you punch and your foot is on the ground, that's all you get. But if you punch when your foot's in the air, you get more. Because power is like electricity. And your hand is energized when your foot's in the air. So when you do anything while your foot is in the air, your weight goes into the hip, just like electricity. I don't want to, you guys already know that. Okay? Usually I give the whole speech about the birds and the wires, and I don't have to do that. You guys know what I mean. So with Talma, the most important thing about Talma is that when you hit when your foot is in the air. It must be, it has to be. It must not be. It has to be. And that way you get the advantage of the power. Now, if you were going to do a single technique, like one move, like one punch, then it should be with the step. So you should, if you're going to punch Mario with only one, it should be wham. It should be only one move in the air. So you see, you can get a pretty good distance with it. I could be this far away, and you can go and catch them, pretty quick. But that's because I'm in the air when I hit, and my foot does not touch the floor until my fist is done touching his face. You all know what I mean? So very important. Okay. Now, if you're going to do two punches, you should still try to do both. In a perfect world, you would go. You don't purposely wait this one to go. You don't purposely go. In my opinion, you should go. In a perfect world, you would go. I'm making it exaggerated. You would go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be how you should do it. You should not sit there and go, I have to go. That's too slow. You should let your fist fly. Both fists should hit them while your foot's still in the air. And it makes the difference in power. And even if I'm not hitting him that hard, you can see the difference. It's all about your weight. Now, Talma does add power, but it does a lot of other things for you too. So we're going to do some techniques now with Talma, and how Talma is going to help you add power, get facing, add pressure, relieve pressure, add raising power, add sinking power, and a bunch of other things. Okay? So let's get with the partner.